Traders, welcome back to another Relentless recap. As you're tuning in, hit that thumbs up button. If you're a new viewer, consider subscribing to the channel, and let's jump right into it. So the first stock we'll talk about was stock MTC. This one was halted up and called out and hitting the scans, everything. And so we said, hey, you know what? Let's take a look. The halt was at 105 right here. And so we have our halt strategies. We're watching for this thing to open up a little higher. And depending, well, let's say open, really, if it opens up lower, higher, or at the same price, I have entries that I look for. But in this case, we open up higher, it dips down, I take the entry here, and it rips up higher. Nice trade. In and out, not too bad. This was around 10, what was that? 1007. 1007. Let's fast forward here. And I'm going to show you guys archives for every single trade today. So 1007, MTC. Is it not up here? Is this the wrong date? And 10, as my siblings are getting home, so the noise is coming. I can already hear it. Here we go. Resumption. Oh. I was a little too quick. All right, we're halted at 05. Here we go. Here it is. It resumes at 15, pushes up. It's initially holding high, so I take it high, and I'm out. It's gonna dip down here though, and this is where I'm not gonna really get to do a really good job on it. Actually, no. So we didn't get that dip. So okay, I see. The bottoming wick that we had is a little misleading. It doesn't really dip. It's just pricing in a wick. Maybe an order went through right there, right? Would be my guess. But it's holding high. I take it higher, and I'm out for a little bit of gains. So again, we're going to push. Are we frozen here? Looks like the video froze. Okay, there we go. Now we're back. Higher resumption, 15. We got a high of 18. There's a buyer on the bids at 17. It's not dipping. I'm in at 18. And, you know, I'm trying to sell into the higher push here. But because the bids are not catching up, I don't quite get to get the higher fill. I wasn't trying to sell on the ask, but it would have been nice to get that higher boost there. But, you know, we went up, we came down. You know, not quite. So that was MTC. All right, not bad. All right, so moving on. We traded quite a few stocks. Only 3 are worth looking at: MTC, TOPS, and VLON. Everything else was a bit of a bust. So TOPS, here we go. This one, I believe, was a series of trades. If I'm not mistaken, let's double check. Yeah, it was all over the place. You know, bottoming wick here. So this stock was pretty strong, all things considered. What I liked about it is that it gave a lot of 1-minute entries, right? And you know, let's use our arrows. In fact, let's bring up the EpiPen. This will be a little bit more clear. So 1, right? In terms of the clean ones, there's 1, here's 2, here's 3, here's 4. It does a 5-minute pullback here. 5, 6, 7, 8. It just dips and continues higher. But I wasn't aggressive towards the pullback, and so I ended up missing a lot of the opportunity. I was looking for something stronger today and didn't really bring my expectation down, so I kind of just left it alone. So I did leave some money on the table. Lastly, VLON. This one we'll use the video for, because, you know, another tricky stock. We got to come back to the beginning, and this will be on the left hand side of the screen. I did show a little bit of it towards the end of the live stream, but yeah, here we go. VLON. You know, this thing, it's gonna try and curl over $1, and it's gonna turn out to be a good move here. So let's fast forward a little bit. Okay, that was a little too much. Okay, here we are. All right, 97 by 98, and we're slowly climbing. So bottom left of the screen, I'm watching at E-Trades level 2, so I can see within the 100 of the penny. And there's 99. I'm going to take it at 99. It pushes up. And based off of what I thought I was seeing, I thought I was selling at 106, so I'll pause it right here. You know, I mean, this is so disappointing. I should have never been using this level 2, man. I should have just known better. But you know, I didn't expect this type of lag. This lag was severe. I'm seeing 5 by 6 as I'm hitting sell, right? But in actuality, we're actually here. If we look at DAS, which is a faster moving level 2, we're actually hitting 101. So it's already went up and dropped. And on top of that, the move was sudden. So it's not only that the platform here is slow, but the move was very fast. And so by the time I'm hitting sell, you know, I'm thinking I'm making 6 cents. I'm making nothing on this trade. It's a scratch trade. I'm back in, and this time I buy a little bit more aggressively. I go up to 9,000 shares. My average is 03, and I'm watching for the retest of 8, as I think we're holding. You know, this is a classic half whole dollar trade. I'm holding above the whole dollar here. The stock is holding above the whole dollar. I'm expecting to move to 8. Ultimately, I think I'm going to sell this trade too soon. But it's a great entry, though, and a valiant attempt. There's 6. There, you know, I mean, I don't even know, man. How many cents were, how many cents did we make there? Because with 9,000 shares, every penny should be $90, right? And did we at least make 3 pennies? It seems like we did it. We came out with about $90 on the trade. So we didn't quite get the extension and pull away, and I sold all. I could have done a better job selling half and then holding the other half to see if we'd get that move right through 10. But you know, it is what it is. Sometimes you got to get back out and get back in. So I finally got rid of the level 2 right there for the faster moving DAS level 2. But you know, by this time, I'm already on my heels. And you know, I attempt to trade here for a break of 10. It's a bit of a scratch trade. I'm out too soon. The stock isn't really pushing up as fast as I would have liked in that moment, and the hot levels are pretty tight. We do get a ton of buying coming in on the bids, as usually. This is what we'll see here when a stock is trying to get halted. And then resumption, I was sloppy. Resumption, I was sloppy here. So let's look at this. Could have done so much better on this stock, man. Here we go, 11. So it opens up higher at 18. It dips down. This is a good buy. All right, let me see that again. It's my first time looking at this part of the stock. We open up at 18. There's 13 on the bids. I'm gonna take 14. There's 18. Oh, I added. Okay, all right. That's not bad. Okay. So what I was expecting was another halt. So I'm gonna add at 19. It's a pretty high add though. My average is now 16, and I expected to see 23, 24 almost immediately. There's 21, but then we start sinking. It's sinking. It's not going. You know, 21 again. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna cut it. So I sell the entire thing, and what's gonna mess me up here is a hesitation, which is gonna result into a high fill. Watch this. It's gonna dip again. So I'm in at 17. Not quite the low I wanted. Well, actually, no. It looks like I'm just too soon right there. That's what it looks like. Let me let the entire sequence play without pausing. I know some of you guys go crazy when I keep pausing. But yeah, it looks like I was just too soon, thinking it was holding mid-teens and then a curl over 24 instead of being more patient for a low of 13. Okay. Aggressive add. No continuation, so I'm all out. Okay. 15, 15, 15. I take 15 and immediately goes lower. 11. I'm going to hesitate right here. I didn't take 11 when I should have right there. You see that bounce to 17? Oh, man. And I'm going to also hesitate here again. I don't know, man. That was just madness. Madness. And then it finally gives out. And yeah, you know, that's kind of how this one went. It wasn't the strongest. And after this, I didn't touch it. You know, if we look at the top left, it just continues downwards. It finally gives this uptrend here, but when it does give the uptrend, I'm so out of it. I don't really trust the stock anymore. And then it does this one last opportunity here. I'm in this stock here, COMS, so I don't watch this area, but it attempts for a halt, 12, 10 by 12, 11 by 12. 14, 15, it's fighting 16, 17, 18. And look at how fast it's going to come down here. 19 for a potential halt. Big bids are coming in. Big bids. Big bids. Nope. Someone sold big right there. Filled all those shares, and now everybody else selling. And Titanic. And there's 95 and a potential halt down. False. Trading is risky, ladies and gentlemen. If you didn't know, let me be the first to tell you, trading is risky. Trading is risky. Remember that most traders out here are having a hard time, so it's better to trade in a simulator before putting real money on the line. And do not use money that you cannot afford to lose. You have to use risk money, money that if you lose it doesn't affect your livelihood or lifestyle in any way. So if you're newer to the market, trading a sim or with small size, right? Do not blindly copy me, as that's a recipe for disaster. You have to understand the strategy for yourself. My results are not typical, and I do not invest money for my subscribers. So be careful of those impersonators. Whether they're trying to use a Relentless name or a different name. Be careful. Stay safe. Stay green. And if it's too good to be true, it usually is. All right. So take it easy, guys. It's been RT, and I am, of course, signing out. Check out those links down below.